Now then, let's just take a closer look at the Midwinter Yukon jacket. It's an absolutely superb piece of equipment, built in the style of an ultra lightweight jacket, but it's got the warmth of an expedition type jacket really. It's rated at -15 degrees centigrade, so very, very light but very, very warm. Makes it suitable for UK winter conditions, UK winter mountaineering and so on, and also for people like photographers and so on that are outside in cold raw winter conditions, but they're cooling down, they're having to be very still, and they're forced into a situation where they are vulnerable to get much colder. So the Midwinter Yukon is perfect for that sort of situation, and of course camping, where you're camping through British winters. It's a fantastic piece of equipment, very light and very warm. In terms of pack down size, that's the stuff sack it comes with, and that can be compressed even further with compression straps. Now let's just look through the features of this garment. First thing to say is it's a box wall construction. Normally jackets of this style are stitched through. That's where the outer fabric and the inner fabric are stitched together to create the chambers where the down is held in place. But this is actually box wall construction, where we put in a fabric wall between the outer layer of the jacket and the inner layer of the jacket, and that allows you to get a greater amount of down in it and a greater depth of loft. It's the sort of construction we're using on expedition equipment and on sleeping bags, of course, so we can make it much, much warmer, and that's how we get this incredible temperature rating of -15 degrees centigrade. Let's just run through the details. The outer material of the garment is the water resistant ultra shell. Water resistant is really useful. It helps with condensation in tents and so on, and it also helps with damp snow if the snow's turning a bit sleety and so on. It'll cope with it very well. Now let's just look through some more details. The pockets are hand warmer pockets. That means when you put your hands in, the hand goes under the down. The pocket bag is inside the garment as such, so it's already it's an insulated and warm pocket from the heat of your body, so a really good place to warm your hands up. So we've got two pockets at the waist, and here we've got an additional pocket on the chest. It's a large pocket, it comes down to about there, so it's large enough to hold bulky items like mitts and so on, and a hat and so on, but also it's perfect, it's insulated, it's under the down, so it's perfect for battery equipment like a GPS or a camera or a smartphone, that type of equipment, where it really pays to insulate that equipment to keep the battery, give the battery a longer life. Now the bottom of the jacket has got a cord lock adjustment on both sides, so you can cinch it down onto your hips and really seal out the cold. And we've got lycra cuffs at the end to stop cold air getting in and the warmth escaping from the sleeve. It's very important actually that with our jackets we have a long sleeve, and it's very important that gives you full coverage of your arm, particularly for mountaineering conditions where you're holding trekking poles, for instance, or ice axes and so on. You really need a good length sleeve. So you can see PhD sleeves are quite long, and in fact long enough for me to get my hand inside if necessary. So if my hands are cold, that's another good place is to get them inside the jacket. The lycra sleeve just stops the cuff dropping down past your hand, so ample length on the sleeve. The zips are all lightweight, YKK number 3 weight zips, so really lightweight zips, and that helps us get to a small pack down size. Now the Midwinter Yukon also has a down hood. It's attached by studs, so it can be removed if you don't want it, but it is an incredibly warm hood, superb when conditions really get cold. It's a box wall construction hood again, down-filled and box wall construction, so really very, very warm. The other feature we have on the Midwinter Yukon is reflect zip pulls. Now we've put reflect on here as a safety feature. If someone was looking for you at night, then the beam of a torch would pick up that reflect very, very quickly and be able to locate you easily. So all the zips have got reflect zip tabs on them. Okay, so there is a close look at the Midwinter Yukon jacket. All right, cheers.